Hello friends, welcome to the course of CodeIgniter for RESTful API development using self-authentication. Inside this video, we'll see the concept that is what is migration and how to use it inside application. If I back to editor, inside last video, we had connected a database with this application. Now this time, we'll use the concept of migration and see that how to create a table structure inside database. So first thing first, before using the concept of migration, we need to understand that what is migration, what is that, and how to create inside application. So migration are those classes files inside CodeIgniter for. By the help of that, we can create a table structure inside database. So migration classes we can generate using PHP Spark CLI commands. By the help of that, we can create a migration class, and those classes will have two methods called up method and down method. By using up method of migration classes, we can define a table structure, and by using down method, we can go and roll back. It means we want to drop a table from database, so in that cases, down method will be used. So let's see that first, how to create a migration, how to define a table structure and create inside our database. So I will go inside terminal, and one more thing, whenever we create any migration class, it will go and store inside this app, database and inside migrations folder. If we go inside that, so right now we have our migration class, and remember this class we had created when we had seen the concept of scaffolding. Now let's see in action that how to create a migration class and also how to define a table structure inside that. Go back to terminal. So let's say that I want to create a students table. So the table structure, students, this is the table name, and we want the column as ID, name, email and phone. If we are talking about its attributes, so let's say that the length of this field equals to 5 characters. It will be auto incremented column, and also it will be a primary key. Next, if you are talking about the name field, let's say 120 characters will be allowed. For this email value, 50 characters, and for this phone number, 50 characters. And also this is an integer type, and all the values like name, email and phone, this will contain all about string values. So let's see in action that how to create a migration class and also how to define a table structure. Go back to terminal. I will type PHP Spark, press enter. It has provided a command list. Let's go inside generator section. Inside generator section, we can see here we have a command called make migration. Look at the single line description. It generates a new migration file. This is a migration file which is going to generate in format of a class. By the help of that, we can create a table structure. So I will go and use make migration command to create a migration class. So here, let's say PHP Spark make migration. And we want to create a students table, so create underscore students underscore table, press enter. So we can see that here we have a file, and this is the migration file which has been created inside migrations folder. Let's go back to editor. Let's reload that, and here we can see here we have the second file, that is for create students table. This is the class which is going to contain two methods called up method and down method. As we had discussed, by using this up method we can define our table structure, and by using this down method we can do a drop table command. By the help of that we can execute inside rollback command. So let's define our table structure inside this up method. So I will use an object. By the help of that object we can call few methods, and by the help of those methods we can define a table structure. So object will be called this forge. By the help of this object called this forge, we can call our first method, that is add field. The next method I will call this forge, and I will call add primary key method. And the final method we will have called this forge and create table method. So what is the use of create table method? Inside this method we need to pass the table name. It means this is the table we want to create. Next, go inside this add field method. For this add field we want to define our fields, what we want inside this students table. So inside this add field method we need to pass an array, and inside this array we need to specify the columns we need. So as we had discussed, we need ID, name, email and phone. So I will go here inside this add field, make an array, and here the columns as we want ID, name, email and phone. Next we need to define its attributes. So ID, it will be a type of int. Next we will have called constant. It means that the length of this field, so we want the length equals to 5 characters. Next we have auto increment equals to true, unsigned, and that will be also equals to true. Next let's define the properties for this name field. So type equals to varchar, it means it will contain string value. Constant equals to, let's say, 120 characters. Null equals to false, it means that this field is required. So whenever we create any new student inside students table, the name field must be required. Next let's define the properties for this email field. So I will copy all the attributes of this name field, put it here. This time constant equals to 50, and let's say that the email field is optional, so in this case null equals to true. I will copy all the attributes of this email field, paste it here. This field means this column also going to contain string values, but this time constant equals to 50 characters, which is okay, and also this field is optional, so null equals to true. So successfully, now inside this add field method we have all the columns and its properties. Now next go inside this add primary key method. So the name of this method suggests that inside this method we need to pass the column name which we want to make it as a primary key. So for this table, from all these columns we want that the ID column should be a primary key, so I need to pass the column name that is equals to ID. So successfully, by the help of this up method and few methods of this forge instance, now we had created a table structure. So in some cases, if we want to drop a table, so in that case rollback command will be used and it will call down method. So inside this down method, let's write a code which is going to drop this table. So this forge, and by the help of this instance we'll call drop table method. So when we execute rollback command, this is going to drop students table from database. So save all these changes. Let's go back to terminal. So once we execute migrate command, by the help of migrate command we can go and run all the migrations what we have inside application, and those migrations will create table structure inside database. So back to browser. So right now as we can see inside this database we don't have any table. Let's go here. If I type PHP Spark, go here inside this database section. Now we can see here we have some commands over migrate, migrate refresh, migrate rollback and migrate status. So by using migrate status command, actually we can see the status of all the migrations what we have inside application. So let's use that PHP Spark migrate status. If I press enter, so we can see that inside application we have two migrations. The first migration we had created when we had seen all about the concept of a scaffolding, but this is the migration what we had created inside this video. So once we execute migrate command, by the help of that, this migration class or the up method of this create students table class, it's going to create a students table inside database. So I will go and let's run this class. So PHP Spark migrate, press enter. So as we can see, migrations all migrated. Let's go inside database, click on structure. Now as we can see that students table now created. So let's click on that. Click on structure. So as we can see, for this students table, now we have the column as ID, name, email and phone number. If we see the column attributes, so this ID column is a primary key, type equals to integer, unsigned, and also it is auto incremented column. This name field, which is going to contain a string values, length of this field equals to 120 characters and null equals to no, it means that this field is required. But for this email address and phone, null equals to yes, it means it will contain null value as well. So successfully, by the help of concept of migration, we had seen that what is the use of that, and also by the help of migration, how to create a table inside database. So inside next video, also we'll see some more different concept of this course. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.